Hello, my name is Mark Williams, and today I'll be discussing one possible process of planning a road trip during COVID. Well, at least to my experience. So, once again, thank you for lending me your ear for the next few minutes. Out to travel. One of my favorite ways to travel is the good old fashioned road trip. But over the past couple of years, taking a road trip has been difficult, and actually, according to some experts, dangerous. Not just because of your typical road hazards, but also because of all things COVID, including toilet plumes. Google it, might be more info than you need. In order to experience a fulfilling road trip during COVID, it may take a little bit extra planning. Make sure the where, the when, the why, the how, and the what are all aligned. This speech is to explain the steps for planning your next road trip during this ever-changing pandemic. Because there is so much uncertainty surrounding this pandemic, investigation and preparation are a must. According to Natalie Compton, health writer for the Washington Post, if you plan to travel, pack with the pandemic in mind. That means stocking your car with masks, face shields, hand sanitizer, gloves, and also consider getting yourself vaccinated if you so choose. Or on the other hand, maybe no protection at all. Just being prepared for the variety of rules and regulations surrounding this pandemic. If there's one thing that we can all agree on, it's definitely our love for the open road. As quoted by John Steinbeck in Genus Americanus, is that our love for freedom and travel is rooted in all races, stained and tainted in all colors. In this speech, I will touch on what brings on the need for travel and when to plan one, possible destinations and activities, and how to get there and pull it all together. So, now that I've established the goal, let's now focus on the steps. Taking a road trip during COVID just may be what the doctor ordered. Travel can provide positive benefits for the body, and there are 5 primary benefits: a reduction in blood pressure and a decrease in heart disease and stroke, a reduction in stress and anxiety, an increase in sleep rhythm and rest cycles, balancing of appetite and blood sugar, an increase in mobility and overall activity, because there's nothing wrong with a little more exercise. All of this while practicing proper hygiene, distancing, and using PPE. Not only does travel benefit the physical, but travel can also benefit your mental health. Travel has the power to increase cognitive flexibility and creativity. It also helps to inspire deeper emotional and social connections. It has been noted that travel tends to boost happiness and feelings of satisfaction. Also has the power to reduce the risk of depression. With that in mind, let's look at where we're going and what there is to do. Though the journey is of definite interest, the destination and amenities are equally important. Choosing the ultimate endpoint requires due diligence and research. Firstly, it's important to identify your type of destination, be it coastal, desert, mountain, country, or even city, for examples. Distance to this location and ease of travel are also key. Once that's determined, understanding what rules, regulations, mandates, and restrictions may exist when you arrive will save you time and frustration. Understanding activities and logistics is necessary. Once you've cleared all the other obstacles, it's time to focus on what to pack, when to leave, where to stay, where to eat, where to play, and how to get around. If you're incorporating public transportation or other modes of transportation, be it Uber, Lyft, etc. Let's be honest. Maybe the most important is the how. Even with the best laid plan, without the foundational resources, the plan cannot come into play. In order to properly execute a travel plan, proper financing is a must. Good old-fashioned cash, credit, coupons, travel points, discounts, and all other forms of payment, including friends and family to borrow from, on speed dial, must be budgeted with more than enough to cover your expenses and any unforeseen calamities. Securing reliable transportation is also a key travel consideration. So, up to this point, I've left out arguably the most important item. Exactly how will you get there? Making sure your vehicle is roadworthy and in good operating condition is critical. In this case, seek the assistance of a certified mechanic or a skilled car person to get your car up and running. If by chance your vehicle is not up to the task, you'll have to rent one or even borrow one from a friend or a family member. You might find yourself faced with not being able to employ either of these options. So, using a bus, carpool, or even train service may be your only options. And just as a reminder, keep in mind the cost of fuel and snacks and roadside attractions, because those costs can go through the roof. So what some believe to be a simple affair is actually an exercise in precision planning and a determined will in order to stay safe and sound and still have fun. So, when planning a road trip or any other travel during COVID, it's best to keep an open mind because the why, when, what, where, and how can change without warning. So I hope this speech has shed a little light on how best to plan for a road trip during COVID. And I'm sure if you'll take a little bit of extra time to work out necessary logistics, you'll have a far more enjoyable time on the road. And like Jessica Dunham, travel writer for Moon.com, says, it's good to have itinerary and to also be open-minded.